And good evening. We are live from the Silo High School Gymnasium tonight. It's District Championship night here in Class 3A District Tournament. It's the Silo Rebels and the Lone Grove Longhorns tonight here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Squirtle Network. Glad you're along with us. Kevin Farr is joined by tonight in this contest.
Andy Dunham.
Yeah, Andy Dunham.
You're good, brother. Well, we've never met before.
Yeah, my mind went blank for a
It's
second.
all right.
But
It's all right.
This contest for the boys district championship and should be a good contest. The Rebels come in ranked 20th in the state in Class 3A, but they have kind of been up and down as of late. They came up with a big win on Monday night to close out the regular season. In fact, two-game winning streak, 15-9, the season record for Coach Bobby Wiles' squad. Lone Grove boys, meanwhile, come in at 8-13, but that record a little bit deceiving as the Longhorns have played a pretty tough schedule this season.
Yeah, I mean, they had a really tough start to the year, dropping their first three, but, just a roller coaster of a season for head coach John Garrett of the Lone Grove Longhorns, and it really all depends on their start tonight.
And I know we talked about the girls' game. Silo had a size advantage in that contest, but now in the boys' action, it's going to be kind of a reversal, as I know Coach Bobby Weil, he was a little concerned all week about the Longhorn size and trying to, because that has given Silo some problems this season.
Not only the size, but also their guard play. You'll see some guards tonight and forwards that have some sneaky athleticism. Don't let the height kind of deceive you, as we'll talk more about the Lone Grove Longhorns coming up as we'll hear the starting lineups first for the visitors on the scoreboard.
Now the about ready for the starters in this contest.
Lone Grove Longhorns are head coached by John Garrett and assisted by Tim Reeder and Chance Tucker.
And for the Longhorns, Brody Harris, a 6-foot junior in the starting lineup. The Longhorns in the road grays, gray and black. And then Jackson McClanahan, a 5'8 junior. Also in the starting lineup, Bliss Newton, a 6-foot junior. Kyle Miller, a 6-foot senior. And then finally Aiden Hale, a 6'5 senior. And Hale's their main scorer, I do believe, for the Longhorns.
Averaging 10 points a game and 6 rebounds.
Now ready for the starting lineup for the Rebels, as mentioned the size advantage for the Longhorns. Hayden Roberts, a 6'1 freshman. He averages 6 points a contest. Charlie Gardner, the team's leading scorer, the 6'1 junior. Gardner averages 15 points a game. Carter Parker, a 6-foot senior, averaging 11 points a contest. Connor Cordell, the 6-foot senior, averaging 7.5 a game. And then Connor Proctor has really come on as of late, as he is a 6-foot senior.
You said there's kind of been a reversal, Kevin. I think this is a really evenly matched game as far as height-wise. Silo with some height as well, watching their starting five. I don't know what their bench is going to look like, but as their starting five, pretty evenly matched so far, I think.
Well, there's not going to be much bench coming from Silo tonight.
Kind of like the Lone Grove Lady Longhorns.
Coach Wow only goes about 1 or 2 deep on the bench at most nights.
It's Aiden Hale and Charlie Gardner
at
midcourt.
And the Rebels defer the tip there as Lone Grove down quickly. 3 from the corner is no good. Loose ball on the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Lone Grove, I believe. Yep, it went off of Miller, and it's going to go over to Silo on the possession.
The key tonight is going to be Bliss Newton, who shot that corner 3 right there. He was sidelined his first 9 games with a broken left hand injury, and since he's came back, Kevin, he's been flawless for this team.
Here's Proctor left side. Now kicks it back out to Parker. Parker dangerous on the threes. He had a tough night Monday night. We'll see how he does tonight. Missed it off the side of the backboard, but gets the rebound. Now Silo gets it back. Parker hit 10 threes combined in the games last Friday and Saturday night here at Silo. Then went cold on Monday at Atoka as a drive by Gardner, and we got a
foul on Brody Harris.
Yeah. I guess the foul went on Harris. Yep, it's on on Miller. Called on Miller. Excuse me. It's going against Miller, and Gardner's going to the free throw line. Charlie's the best free throw shooter on the team for Silo, and he makes the first. Oh no, it goes on. It does go on Harris. They said 2, and now the officials changed it. Next one is no good. And the rebound tapped around and ends up in the hands of Connor Cordell. Back out front, Gardner starts to drive. Oh, nice dish inside. Hayden Roberts lays it up and in. 3-point possession there for Silo, and the Rebels take the early lead. Picking up with the token full court pressure. Trapping in midcourt. Lone Grove breaks that. Down to the baseline.
Liz Newton seeing a double team in the corner. Nice ball movement. Miller to Hale.
Working inside to Hale and misses the shot.
Good save by Miller.
Back out front. Here's a 3 on the way, and it's good. Brody Harris.
Brody Harris, who is that sneaky athletic guard I was talking about. He likes to play inside and out. Knocks down the 3 right there. Nice job. Harris coming in averaging just over 7 points a game.
So 3-3 early on, much like the girls' game earlier, as Roberts has it. Gives it to Gardner just outside the free throw line. Working against Hale. Goes up with the shot in the paint. It's no good. Fights for the rebound. And we got a whistle and a foul called on Lone Grove there. It's going to be Silo ball on the baseline. That foul is called on Kyle Miller.
Hale's going to have to use his length inside as a presence inside. Right now he's kind of getting dominated on the offensive glass by Silo.
Proctor 3 from the corner's no good. Gardner tried the tip and came up short. Rebound out by Lone Grove. In transition, down quickly, and they lost it out of bounds. Newton lost control of the basketball and gives it right back to Silo. Here's the Rebels with the basketball out front. Proctor gives it off to Parker. They come out to defend. Pressuring defensively out on the perimeter. Here's Parker, open 3. It's no good that time. Fight for the rebound. Gardner inside along with Hale, and it hit the underside of the board.
Gardner is flying in for those rebounds. That's the second possession I've seen in a row where he's coming up top, almost hitting his head on the rim. He's got great athleticism.
Just over 2 minutes into this one. Tied at 3 apiece. Lone Grove works it down baseline. Jumper on the 3 is no good. Newton missed it. Rebound off Cordell. Down with it comes Parker.
Newton, a rocky start so far. He's shooting 42% from 3 on the year.
Here's Proctor with a drive, and down the baseline he scores. Proctor used his athleticism, the Oklahoma State baseball signee. Off the glass and in for his first point. Silo leads 5-3. Coming back the other way, and there's a whistle, and Gardner's going to be called for a foul. So he was going for a steal out front. That's Gardner's kind of Achilles heel. He kind of gets in foul trouble at times and puts the Rebels in a bind.
Lone Grove going to run one of their sets here. Watch the flare screen on the wing right there set by McClanahan as he has the basketball right now driving baseline.
Yep, dish inside to Hale, and the shot, if somebody reached in, I think Cordell got a hand on it, knocked it out of his hands. It's going to be out of bounds to Lone Grove. As checking in, going to be Cale Sutter, 6-foot junior in the game for Lone Grove.
Sutter, one of the main three-point shooters on this team, averaging just over 7.5 points per game this season.
Hale gets it into him. Now back out front to McClanahan. Off to Hale at the free throw line. Shot is no good on the jumper. Proctor tears away the rebound. Now it's loose on the floor. It is knocked out of his hands. Lone Grove comes up with a loose ball. Shot is up and good. by Bliss Newton.
And when Bliss Newton is not hitting threes, he'll try the mid-range. He likes it on the fly, which means off the dribble. Bliss Newton, especially on that baseline, that was a rare elbow mid-range shot. Good for Bliss Newton.
Yeah, came up with the loose ball and the bucket. Ties the game at 5. Cordell penetrates down the baseline.
Miller getting physical.
Yeah, Miller just picked up his second personal foul.
You said there's an Oklahoma State baseball signee. Kyle Miller, number 2, is a University of Central Oklahoma baseball signee.
These two teams have met. They met last year in baseball season and scheduled again this spring on the diamond. Proctor steps back, thought about the 3. Now they swing it left side. Proctor's going to take the 3 now. That left it short. Cornell gets the rebound.
Head coach John Garrett furious at his team right now, yelling at him, you got to get rebounds. And he's got a case.
Now Gardner starts the drive, kicks back out. Parker passed up the 3 that time. Gives it to Charlie right or left side. Feed, backdoor cut into Roberts, who scores his second bucket. Almost identical play. Roberts cutting backdoor. They found him for the bucket. Silo back in front. Down with it, Sutter, ninth pass, and there's a driving shot up and in by Miller.
You said it, Kevin. That was a nice pass by Cale Sutter, feeding a cutting Kyle Miller for 2.
3:30 to go in the opening quarter, tied at 7. This one a nip and tuck affair early on, just like the girls' game was.
Football score, Kevin.
Yeah. 7 apiece. Gardner dribbles out, top of the key. Now Proctor penetrates, tries to go between 2 defenders. Now the ball is knocked away and stolen.
Stolen by Kyle Miller.
Down with it, Hale in the front court for Lone Grove. Down to the baseline. McClenahan's 3 on the way is no good. Rebound out Gardner. Wants to push it in transition. Feed out. Parker sets his feet, but passed up the 3 that time as the defense got back. Proctor back out. Cornell fakes the 3. He'll drive, and
nice
there's an
Hale.
offensive foul.
Drawing the charge. He leads the team in charges taken right there. The senior leader, 4-year starter, averaged 15 points a game in his sophomore year. That was the year that, of course, COVID-19 cut the season short. Lone Grove only played 15 games that year. Hale, who got benched last year in his junior year, bounces back. Of course, I mentioned averaging 10 points a game. He's played really well his senior year.
Gavin Watkins checked in for Lone Grove now. Now the feed to Hale, cutting the basket, shoots and scores, and a foul.
Hale inside for 2.
Foul's going against Roberts. That'll be his first. And Hale has a chance at the conventional 3-point play.
I mentioned, I'm sure head coach John Garrett will have Hale work inside if he does find a mismatch. He found it right there and took advantage for the shot and the free throw for the 3-point play.
Now, his first points tonight. Lone Grove leads 10-7. 2:28 to go here in the opening quarter. Daxter Thomas is checked in for the Rebels now. He gives it off to Proctor down in the left corner. Back out to Daxter. Daxter, the 5'9" freshman. Parker to Proctor, now to Gardner left wing. Swing it across. Thomas penetrates.
Nice
Now,
fake.
Nice spin. Shot no good. Gardner had the rebound for a second and lost it. Hale, outlet pass down. McClenahan, 3 is no good. Thomas has the board for Silo.
Sure, that's not the shot head coach John Garrett wanted. You got 3 on 2. You pull up for a transition 3.
Proctor now back out. Parker, 3 is no good from the left wing. 2 Longhorns there for the rebound. Outlet pass down. Hale in the front court. Wants to push it inside. And there's an offensive foul by Hale.
Hale tried for a hop step in the lane. Nice defense by Silo, able to draw the charge.
Yeah, Daxter Thomas takes the charge that time. Hale's first personal. Kason Taylor checks in now for Silo. 6'1" sophomore. It's about as deep as Coach Wild goes on the bench. 2 subs in the contest now for Breathers. There's Gardner's 3 is blocked by Hale.
Hale using his length on the perimeter to block it. Here he comes in transition, and the layup is good.
Scores off the glass and in. Got the block, the rebound, and the bucket. Proctor now off to Daxter left side. Back to Proctor. Longhorns lead by 5. Minute to go here in the first quarter. Feed. Daxter cutting the basket, goes up and scores. Thomas with the bucket, his first points. (12-9). They swing it right side. Sudderth has it now. Starts the drive. 30 seconds to go.
Long Grove looking for a good shot right here. 25 seconds left.
Now Sudderth back out to McClanahan. They could play for the final shot of the quarter now. Under 20 remaining.
Obviously, if they're going to take an open layup, they got an open layup, they're going to take it. In this situation, head coach John Garrett usually doesn't like long jump shots, especially contested jump shots. That's a turnover.
Deflected
right
by Taylor and stolen. Daxter Thomas down. Gardner inside, 3 seconds to go. Has to fire it up. Does Taylor and misses the three at the buzzer. Gardner got too far underneath, passed it back out, and that's the end of the first quarter with Lone Grove leading Silo 12-9 here in the district championship game. First quarter scoring, 5 points for Aiden Hale to lead all scorers for the Longhorns. Rebels led by Hayden Roberts with 4.
Hale's really one of the keys for this team. He's a quick, crafty forward that handles the ball like a guard, and he'll try to take the defender off the dribble. He also can shoot the three if he wants to. And once again, as I mentioned, he's got the most experience on this team. And, he's one of the other elements for this team. As we'll see some substitutions, Caden Gilmore is going to check in for Long Grove. Just another one of those forwards, just like Hale, who can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
One thing the Longhorns did really well in that first quarter was defending the three. Silo, as I said, their last 2 home games last week against Hugo and Hartshorn, they just lit it up from downtown. And 0 3-pointers here in the first quarter for the Rebels.
This has been something that Long Grove has struggled at times, is defending the three ball.
So it's 12-9. Lone Grove leads. Silo with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Hayden Roberts out front with the ball. And the Longhorns extending the defense a bit. Got a sub in the Caden Gilmore out there defending. And Proctor drives around him all the way to the basket and scores.
Nice job by Proctor getting in the lane.
Used his athleticism that time. Cuts the lead to 1. Sudderth with it. Rebels working out of a, they're still in that matchup zone. Well, maybe a man this time. Here's a pass inside, and
Gilmore
got free and scores.
Was named the Class 3A West Offense All-Star at quarterback, so he's the QB1 for the Long Grove Longhorns. Or he was. He's a senior now.
Now lead back to 3.
And he's also out with the potential QB1 next year with Jackson McClanahan, number 1.
Parker. Now they feed Proctor cutting the basket, and Proctor scores on the driving shot.
Nice shots, both back-to-back possessions. Proctor getting inside.
On the move, Proctor scores, cuts the lead back to 1.
Brody Harris, who has hit 1 3 already tonight.
Here's
Jackson
McClanahan, and back out Sudderth. Swing it right side, Gilmore down in the corner. Harris gives it back out, McClanahan working against Parker here.
Xander Madole checking in, number 23 for Long Grove, a sophomore. Has seen some playing time so far at the tail end of this year.
Longhorns being very patient on this possession.
Something they like to do. They like to move the ball well. Head coach John Garrett wants his team to find a good shot. Look at a ball screen from Cale Sudderth.
Yeah, McClanahan tried to pick and roll that time. Now the three is on the way. It's good. Open 3 by Gilmore.
Can't leave Caden Gilmore open in the corner. He can hit that shot. As I mentioned, he's a stretch 5 like a lot of forwards on this Long Grove team.
4-point lead for the Longhorns. Proctor just inside the lane and hits it from about 13 feet. So Proctor getting the hot hand here in the second quarter.
6 straight points.
Yeah, he's got 8 for the game now.
Long Grove needs to find another answer here.
Longhorn lead is 2.
5 straight points for Gilmore.
Here's a drive. And the shot is up. It's no good from Harris, but Sudderth has the rebound inside and puts it back up and in.
Tough shot by Brody Harris, but a nice offensive rebound and a putback by Sudderth, who was patient in the lane once he got that rebound.
Now, that's been an area of concern for the Rebels is offensive rebounding. That's cost them a couple times this season. Here's a driving shot up and in by Gardner.
Silo just getting in the lane at will. No defensive presence right now for Long Grove.
Now they pass off on the right side, and that one goes out of bounds. Roberts was out there to defend, and it goes off of the Longhorns. It's going to be a Lone Grove turnover. 3 minutes into this second quarter.
Sudderth, who was running that baseline, just ball hit him right in the chest.
Cordell, back out Parker. Now they swing it right side. Proctor open for three. That one's short. Rebound ends up in the hands of Gilmore.
Brody Harris.
Yeah, Longhorns down inside. Kick it out. Sutter three on the way. It's good.
Kel Sudderth, one of the main three-point shooters for this team, likes to shoot the three, especially in transition, and likes to run the baseline as he did right there, finding himself open for the corner three.
Gilmore and Sutter both with 5 points here in this quarter. That is the lead for Lone Grove. It's 5. Drive. Gardner. Shot is no good, but a foul is whistled, and it's going to be free throws for Charlie Gardner.
Bliss Newton at the scores table for Lone Grove, trying to see who he's going to get here. Lone Grove showing size. Xander Madole, number 23, playing guard. He's got some size. Brody Harris doesn't have as much size as Madole, but the athleticism makes up for it as Bliss Newton will get Xander Madole.
Gardner hits the free throw.
So I mentioned the three-point record for Lone Grove. It's 8. On January 27th, Bliss Newton went off for 7 triples, 7 of 10, 25 points, and he was one shy of tying his older brother's record, who holds it, Bryce Newton, who was actually in attendance for that game.
Lone Grove across against the trap, now down to the baseline, and that ball is deflected out of bounds by Silo.
Newton has missed his first 2 threes, but he's got 2 points.
Midway point of this second quarter. Longhorns lead by 3, and, well, we got a whistle in. A little bit of pushing inside.
It looks like Lone Grove, we're just trying to figure out who's going to throw it in.
Gilmore inbounds and near steal by Roberts.
Pass was intended for Sudderth. Lone Grove, in this situation, they like to run design plays for corner threes. Let's see what they do right here. Newton throwing it. He just threw it right to.
Now Roberts gets the
right
steal
to Roberts
that
for
time.
the steal.
Down with it is Gardner. Back to Roberts. Oh, Cornell all alone underneath the basket for a second. Defense converged, and a charge called on Proctor there.
This time it's Jackson McClanahan drawing one underneath the point guard. Second charge drawn by Lone Grove, and the man who set the first charge, Aiden Hale, checking back in for Caden Gilmore.
That's the 4th team foul on the Rebels. Kevin Farr along with Andy Dunham tonight here from Silo in this district championship game, Class 3A playoffs. Pass off on the left side. Now Sudderth has it. Into the corner. Back in. Hale off the glass and scores.
Nice pass by Bliss Newton feeding inside to Hale. Hale with 7 points, Kevin.
Yep. Hale leads all scorers, and the lead is 5.
They're working the mismatch inside Hale. When he has it inside, he'll go to work.
Gardner cut off on the drive. Now to Cornell. Really coming out to defend the 3. Parker can't get open. Here's Roberts with the driving shot is good. The freshman, Hayden Roberts, has 6. And back come the Longhorns now. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. They work the basketball right side. McClanahan down to Hale in the corner. Back out to Sutter. Open. Harris, 3's good.
Second triple for Brody Harris. Been lighting it up tonight from beyond the arc, something he has not done in the past 5 games.
So Brody Harris with the 3-pointer. The lead is 6. Harris has 6 for Lone Grove. Proctor, no look pass. Cordell underneath and scores. Connor Cordell's first bucket. Rebels answer there. See if they can come up with a defensive stop now. 2 minutes to go. Hale dribbles down the baseline. Now they work it back out front. Harris to Sutterth. Now it's Newton.
They're hunting for that three, Kevin. They want it. After a couple of makes from beyond the arc, they're starting to get confidence. They just got to take a good shot.
Hale dribbles all the way in, got around a defender, and nice move and score.
Nice finish with the right hand. Aiden Hale driving in the lane relentlessly so far with 9 points.
Yep. The lead is 6. Gardner has it at the free throw line. Toss back out to Cordell, now to Roberts, right wing. To Gardner, spins inside, goes up, off balance shot is no good.
Nice defense by Hale inside, not falling for the pump fake.
Lone Grove got the rebound. Minute 12 to go.
Head coach John Garrett calling the play, Bliss Newton.
Newton to Sutterth out front. We tick under a minute remaining here in the first half. Newton down to the baseline. The pass goes to Hale. Toss back out to Sutterth. Longhorns patient with the basketball. Hale looking for somebody cutting back door, and whistle's going to be called on the Rebels. That's Gardner's second personal.
It's another nice showing by Long Grove, moving the basketball and looking for a good shot. Fouls on the floor. Both teams with 5 team fouls.
Inbounds goes Sutterth. He throws one up off the glass. That was a...
Sutterth never had his feet set, and you're right, Kevin. He just threw it up there.
Well, Gardner's going to be called for a foul on the rebound, and that's his third. 2 quick fouls on Charlie. As I said, he has a tendency of getting in foul trouble, and 2 quick fouls. He's got 3. Going to have to sit down. 40 seconds to go.
One more, and Long Grove's in the bonus. 38 seconds left.
Cason Taylor is checked in. Longhorns may play for the final shot. Roberts comes out to steal it away. Roberts has it in the front court. We got a whistle and a foul on Lone Grove.
Nice defense by Roberts. Just took it away from Sutterth at the top of the key.
Roberts aggressive defensively, forces a turnover. Silo has it now. 26 seconds to go in the half.
Let's see how aggressive Silo is.
Feed to Cordell, cutting to the basket, and he's fouled.
That ball was spiked by Harris, but the foul was before the block shot.
But it will be a free throw situation as the Rebels are in the bonus now. Cordell going to the line. Shot is up, and it's good. Got the friendly roll. Here's the next one from Connor, and he makes it. 29-25. Lone Grove's lead is 4. 20 seconds remaining here in the opening half. McClanahan feed to Hale, cutting to the basket, shoots and scores, and a foul.
His second three-point play opportunity. I was kind of wondering what Long Grove was going to do there. Were they going to hold for the final shot? Hale caught it inside, and he just took it again relentlessly to the basket like he's done all night long. Another great play by Hale, the senior. He's had a heck of a first half so far.
And once again, size hurting the Rebels inside. Missed the free throw, however. Taylor has the rebound. Cason brings it up. Now to Proctor, off to Cordell. Parker from the corner, 3 on the way. He's good with 3 seconds to go. He finally got one. Open for one.
That's out of bounds off of Long Grove, but it won't matter. Nice into the half by Silo, cutting the lead to 3. 31-28 to score.
Yeah. Parker finally got open for a 3 and drains it. And it's a 3-point lead for Lone Grove at the half. As we look at the first half scoring numbers. For Lone Grove, looks like this. Aiden Hale leads the way. He's got 11 points in the first half.
He's got to keep it up, which is really rare for Hale, who has posted some good numbers this year. Obviously, he leads the team in scoring with 10 points, but it's usually the second half where he gets going. He's had some games this year where he's had tough starts to the first half, And if he can put it together, Lone Grove will have a good chance of winning this game under the senior Hale.
Now Brody Harris with 6, 5 each for Cale Sutterth and Caden Gilmore. And then Bliss Newton and Kyle Miller with 2 apiece for Lone Grove. For Silo in the first half, 28 total points, as they were led in scoring by Connor Proctor with 8. Let's see, Hayden Roberts added 6. Then 5 for Charlie Gardner, and 3 each for Carter Parker and Connor Cordell. Daxter Thomas notched 2 off the bench as well for the Rebels. 28 in total. They trail by 3 at the half here tonight, as they trail by 3 after the first quarter, then both teams with 19 second quarter points. It's halftime here. The winner of this moves on. They will play Hugo on Thursday night. Loser plays Marietta Thursday afternoon in the regional tournament action at Lone Grove. So we will take a break here at halftime and be back. Second half action coming up. Be back on with you here in about 7 minutes here from Silo tonight here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Scoredle Network. Gotta go back. As we get set to start the second half here tonight, Kevin Farr along with Andy Dunham and the Lone Grove Longhorns leading by 3 at halftime.
I think one of the things that was stressed in halftime, as a guy who played under head coach John Garrett, I was the big guy on the court, and I think what he wants his team to do is have a little bit more interior presence on defense. Silo was just, they were jumping all over the place, getting rebounds and taking advantage of it. I think what I want to see from Lone Grove coming out of the second half is having a better presence on the glass and in the paint.
Well, the Rebels, as I mentioned, really unable to get the three-point shooting going in the first half. They're going to start out in a zone defense, a traditional matchup zone. 3 on the way, it's good. Oh, yep.
Cale Sudduth right on cue. I mentioned he likes to run the baseline and shoot the corner 3.
Got open down there, and Sudduth hits the tray. The lead is 6. Rebels work it. Free throw line shot on the jumper is good by Proctor. Proctor's in double figures.
Good job by both teams scoring on their opening possessions.
So coming the other way, Lone Grove with the basketball. up for this trip. They work it right side there. Miller. Now Sutter cut off on the drive. Pass back out to Miller. Dangerous pass there. McClanahan.
Nice
Now
no-look
back
pass.
Miller. Oh, yeah. Nice look. And Miller scores. Up
Nice
and in.
pass by McClanahan.
Lead back to 6 for the Longhorns. Parker, left side. Oh, they got Roberts in free in the interior and scores.
Nice pass by Silo. Good ball movement from both teams so far, and lots of scoring so far in this first minute and a half.
Yeah, both teams have scored on their first 2 possessions.
See if Long Grove can make it a third.
Here's Miller. Sutter on the right side. Fires a pass across the defense. Now Newton goes up with his shot and a whistle and a foul.
I mentioned Kevin, he likes to take defenders off the dribble for that mid-range shot when he's not shooting the three. Took advantage right there, got hit on the arm. And also head coach John Garrett going with a different starting 5. It's Cale Suddeth who starts out on the 4 position. Maybe that is to kind of, tilt the tide a little bit, you could say, on the offensive glass. As Brody Harris starts out on the bench, he started this game as Newton makes the first free throw.
Now Newton hits the first one. Gives Lone Grove a 5-point lead. 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. And the next one's good as well. Lead is back to 6. It's been kind of seesawing back and forth. Proctor comes out to retrieve out to the top. Here's Parker for 3, and he hits it. Kind of gave that one a little English on the shot attempt. And cuts the lead in half. With that 3-pointer, his second of the game.
McClanahan traveled.
Yep, turns it over out front.
Long Grove, they like to have sequences where they're scoring off back cuts. You've seen some nice passes tonight where the Longhorns will move without the basketball. It was the right idea by McClanahan, just took that extra step that cost them right there, a turnover for Long Grove.
Rebels have it back. Parker's hit his last 2 threes.
And a steal by McClanahan.
Yep. Anticipated the pass. Oh, he missed the shot. Missed it underneath. Parker with the rebound.
He's got to get back. He hit the wall, actually. He was going so fast, the momentum just took him towards the wall.
Here's Proctor with the turnaround shot just outside the lane is good. So that's a big turn of events.
The lead is 1 for Long Grove.
Went from what could have been 5 to now 1 on the advantage. Here's Hale. Drive. Shot blocked by Gardner. Ball's loose. Gardner gets it. Oh, there was 2 Rebels running free to the other end, but saved, and Hale gets it and puts it in.
Nice shot by Hale. First bucket of the second half for the seniors. Got 13 points. Oh, and a nice pass on the backside lob. Just a missed layup there by Silo.
Hale had the ball and lost it as he got tangled up with Parker inside.
And Parker actually got thrown to the deck by Hale. No foul call, surprisingly. Letting them play a lot like the girls' game. We saw lots of contact entering the third quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be Lone Grove ball now.
Another nice back cut by Suddeth. But
Hale jumper from the right wing is no good. Roberts with the rebound.
For Hale, you got to shake that off. You've had a nice night so far. You can't let that air ball affect your play.
Proctor, there's some contact there. He went hard to the floor. No call, and ball went out of bounds. Going to go over to the Longhorns here.
Feels like the 90s, Kevin. Yeah. I wasn't born in the 90s, but I've watched a lot of play, the bad boy Pistons teams. And
yep, it's
I don't know.
Getting pretty physical in around the paint. Longhorns with the basketball, leading by 3. Here's a drive. Oh, nice dish inside. Sutter. Oh, there's an offensive foul. And
I was fixing to say another nice pass by McClanahan setting up his teammate, but even better defense by Silo drawing the charge.
Yeah, you talked about the charges for Lone Grove defensively. That's Connor Cordell, and he is the king of the charges for the Rebels and draws another one there. Leads the team in that category. Charges taken, and Silo has it back. Midway point of this third quarter. Here's Parker, long 3 from the right wing, and that one rims out no good. Sutterth has the rebound for Lone Grove. Oh, and McClanahan, he started to dribble and saw a teammate up court, hesitated and turned it over.
Uncharacteristic turnover for McClanahan, who's just now getting his first year as the varsity starting point guard. Saw some play last year towards the end of the year as a sophomore, was playing as the backup point guard. That wasn't very good for Lone Grove.
Gardner dribbles all the way to the baseline. Pull-up jumper is no good. Loose ball on the rebound, ends up in the hands of Roberts. Back out to Proctor. Proctor feeds Roberts, swing it left side. Parker with the basketball now to Proctor. Proctor tries to get around a defender, and there's going to be a block called there on Miller.
Proctor kind of used his arm to get free on that baseline off, kind of just pinned Kyle Miller. He had no choice, but the foul is on Miller, and we have a substitution for Lone Grove. It's Caden Gilmore and Xander Madole. And for the first time tonight, Brody Newton, who is the younger brother of number 5, Bliss Newton. So both Newtons out on the floor.
So the Rebels stick with the same lineup, and Cordell inbounding, and it's knocked out of bounds.
This Newton deflects it out.
As we mentioned, Lone Grove goes a bit deeper than the Rebels do on the bench. Proctor to Cornell, right side. Toss it across. Parker. Now Proctor's going to start to penetrate. Dish out to Cornell.
Oh, nice pass.
Roberts cutting back door and bounce pass.
Nice pass, nice cut.
Got
Pass
deflected.
was just too low and too hot.
Yep, got deflected away. Lone Grove comes away with it.
See how Brody Newton can handle the pressure. He's a guy who...
Oh, there's a pass intended for Newton. He was...
Brody Newton had his back turned running baseline.
And hit him in the back.
That's the rule. Head coach John Garrett, if you are cutting inside and you fade away from the baseline, you have to be facing towards the basketball because they will always look that way down low.
So Silo has it back down 3. 2:44 to go here in this third quarter. Proctor dribbles out front. Looks like Lone Grove in that man-to-man defense. Well, no, they're sagging a little bit into the zone. Proctor gets it in the paint. The turnaround shot is up and good.
Nice fall-away shot. That'll result in a timeout for head coach John Garrett.
About 10 feet out, Proctor hits the bucket. Proctor's got 6 in this quarter and 14 for the game to lead Silo. Gardner, the leading scorer for the Rebels, he has been quiet here in this third quarter especially. Has not been able to get untracked offensively. The Longhorns have done a pretty good job against him.
They've done a nice job on the rebounding aspect. Obviously, the adjustment they made at half, different starting lineup, paid dividends for the Longhorns. But now I'm looking at the guards for Lone Grove, specifically Brody Newton. He's interesting out there. Seeing if he can hold his own and have a loud atmosphere here in Silo.
Silo
They get
picks up the full court pressure. Longhorns break it into the front court. Hale gets it inside, misses the shot from point blank, but gets it back and scores.
Nice job by Hale recovering. Should have made the first shot, but he's right there with his length inside. Puts it up for 2. He's got 15 points.
Yeah, 15 for Hale. The lead is 3 once again for Lone Grove. Silo has it back. Parker working out front. Closely guarded. Drive. Kick out. Roberts trying a 3. That one's no good. Left that one short. Newton has the board for Lone Grove. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Bounce pass. That's in traffic. Nearly turned over. Now it will be. It's stolen by Parker. Feeds Gardner. Driving to the basket. He hits it. Runner in the lane.
And a full court press shown by Silo.
Now they pick up full court. The lead down to 1. Double team in the backcourt.
Hale gets it across the timeline.
Yep. Dribbles in, pull up from the elbow. Shot is no good. Nobody home for a rebound except Gardner. Outlet pass down to Cornell. Rebels have a chance at the lead here. Down 1. Proctor spins in the paint, goes up, and
just lost it in midair.
Lost the basketball.
Nice defense by Lone Grove. Got to extend their lead here.
Longhorns have it under A minute to go here in the third quarter. Newton out near the half-court logo. He's going to drive all the way in. His shot is blocked by Gardner.
Great block by Gardner, pinning it off the glass. That was clean.
Gardner gets it back, driving inside, missed the shot. The left-hand
And
runner.
Bliss Newton lost it.
Yeah, just lost it out of bounds and gives it right back to Silo.
Jackson McClanahan checking back in the game for Brody Newton. And head coach John Garrett has some words for the young junior.
Now Daxter Thomas in for Silo. 31 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Rebels down by 1. Parker. Now they feed Cordell all alone underneath. He scores.
Nice pass by Gardner.
Silo leads by 1. 20 seconds. Daxter nearly a steal at half court. Diving for the loose ball. Couldn't save it from going out of bounds.
Silo taking back the lead. It's been a long time since they've led in this game.
Been playing from behind as many as 6 here in this quarter. Here's Hale, dribbles to the baseline, cut off there, 6 seconds. Gilmore driving, shot off the glass and in with 2 seconds left. Rebels inbound, Proctor from beyond half court is no good as the horn sounds. And Lone Grove will take a 1-point lead into the final quarter.
Nice job by Gilmore inside, getting the shot off glass. He's had a really good night. I think he's got 7 points now, Kevin.
Let's see.
Caden Gilmore,
Yep.
number 12.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had
7
a good night.
points.
Well above his average. As Gilmore has kind of accepted the 6-man role. He was actually won the 6th man of the year for the team last year and made a big play right there. As it seemed like Silo had some momentum. They finally got the lead, and they're bringing pressure on defense, and Long Grove answers with a bucket. But it's still, I think this game's kind of split in half right now. I really don't know how this fourth quarter is going to go.
We kind of saw this in the girls' game. It was tight through 3 quarters, and then Silo was able to open it up in the fourth. We'll see if one of these two teams can do the same in the fourth quarter here. Aiden Hale, the top scorer in the contest, 15 for Lone Grove, 14 for Kyler Proctor to answer for the Rebels. Those are the only 2 in double figures tonight for either team.
Long Grove looking to win back-to-back district championships. They won last year against Comanche at home. And they'll have a huddle. The 5 for Lone Grove is Cale Sedif, Bliss Newton, Brody Harris, Jackson McClanahan, and Caden Gilmore.
Original starting 5 back out there for the Rebels to begin this fourth quarter. It's Parker, Cordell, Gardner, Proctor, and Roberts. Silo has the basketball first. Parker trying a long 3, and that one no good. Proctor battling for the rebound. Can't come up with it. Had a hand on it.
Parker's got range, huh?
He got range.
Pulling from deep. Gilmore in the corner, double team. Gets it back to McClanahan.
Yeah, and Silo working out of that matchup zone once more. Dribbling to the just outside the free throw line. Harris almost had it stolen away.
It was a hard ball screen set up top by Gilmore.
McClanahan drives the baseline. There's a block called on Cordell. He tried to take another charge. It's Cordell's 3rd foul. 2nd team foul of this half on Silo.
Both teams once again doing a nice job not getting in foul trouble.
Inbounds. Oh, Sutterth was all alone. He somehow got free and scores.
Nice pass by Bliss Newton.
2nd Longhorn to reach double figures tonight. The lead is 3 for Lone Grove. In the paint, and Gardner goes up and hits the shot.
Gardner was looking for that baseline cutter, decided it wasn't there, decided to take the jumper in the paint. Nice job.
So a seesaw back to a 1-point lead for Lone Grove. Longhorns break the pressure, driving in. There's an offensive foul. Cordell takes another charge.
The official took his time making the call. The place kind of went quiet. Kevin Farr, I think you were the only one yelling in the arena at the time.
Well, he didn't look like he was counting the buckets, so I figured it had to be a charge on that one. Bliss Newton called for the foul. Rebels have it back.
Silo can take back the lead.
Here's a drive. Gardner feeds Cordell underneath, goes up. He's fouled and will shoot free throws.
Nice job by Cordell, first off catching the pass. Nice pass from Gardner, and Cordell being patient, got the pump fake and got two Longhorns in the air and drew the foul.
Down a point, Silo at the line. 6:39 to play here in the fourth. Cordell free throw is no good. So Daxter Thomas checks back in to give Roberts a rest. Here's the next one, and he makes it. Cordell hits the free throw. We've got a timeout. All tied at 46.
With 6:39 to go.
30-second timeout here by the Rebels. All knotted here in this district championship game. Winner moves on and will play Hugo Thursday night, the regional opening round winners bracket.
Interesting because I don't know if Silo has played Hugo yet, but the Lone Grove Longhorns actually ran into Hugo in the first round of the Wampus Cat Classic, so that would actually be a rematch.
Yeah, Silo played Hugo. Actually, it was last Friday night here at Silo, and the Rebels won that one by 8 in that contest last Friday night. 64-56 was the final. So a familiar opponent for both these two teams, whoever should win. Loser will have to play an elimination game against Marietta Thursday afternoon. Lone Grove basketball out of the timeout. Rebels picking up with the man-to-man full court pressure here. And Thomas on McClanahan. Gives it out there.
They are showing some pressure here out of this timeout.
Yeah, Newton gives off there to Harris. Harris feed inside Gilmore. Shot off the glass and in.
Great move by Harris inside, utilizing the spin move and finding Gilmore for his 9th point.
And
great job.
On the brink of double figures. Here's Parker for three. It's good from the left wing.
Big shot by Parker, giving the Silo Rebels a 1-point lead.
2 minutes into this fourth quarter. The Rebels lead it by 1.
Aiden Hill at the scores table for Lone Grove. Look at Silo. Look at Thomas up top, guarding McClanahan.
Here's Newton, drive, pulls up, shot is good. Newton answers. Lone Grove back in front.
The patent mid-range jumper falling for Bliss Newton here tonight. Unlike the three ball, now he got a steal.
Yep, Newton comes up with the steal, and the ball is knocked out. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds, they say, off of Newton. Kind of got in a hurry in traffic there. And
I didn't see any kind of protest on the call. I think Bliss Newton knew he just dribbled it out of bounds. So Silo taking over.
Hale is back in for Lone Grove. 5.5 minutes to play.
Caden Gilmore checking out.
Here's Proctor with the basketball. Gives it out there. Gardner dribbles down the left side of the lane, misses the shot, and a foul is whistled. It's going on Charlie, I believe. Yep.
Nice block by Hill. Meeting Gardner up top. Gardner thought he got fouled. But Hill using his length inside.
And that's
great.
That's Charlie's 4th foul. He's going to have to be careful here down the stretch. I think he's the only player out there with 4 now. Sutterth has it out front for Lone Grove. Proctor comes out to defend. They swing it right side. Now back out. Cordell went for a steal, came up empty. Hale's going to fire from the free throw line and hit the jumper.
He has been so good tonight, Kevin, at mid-range. At the mid-range, he got the flyby, took advantage, dribbled to his spot, and knocked it down.
17 for Hale. Longhorns back by 3. Daxter Thomas has it in the right corner. Looking out front for help. Now to Gardner. Gardner dribbles inside, reaching in to tie it up as Sutterth, and the possession arrow is in favor of Lone Grove. It's going to be a turnover on the Rebels.
Great play by Sutterth. I'm sure I'm not for sure he had the intent to get a tie-up. He was just going for the basketball and worked out in his favor.
4.5 minutes left. Lone Grove by 3 and the ball. Sutterth Off on the right side of McClanahan.
Right now, you just can't force shots if you're Long Grove. You got to get a good one inside.
Hale lobs it inside. It is stolen by
pass.
Gardner. Gardner and Cordell, 2-on-1. Gardner is going to be fouled and shoot free throws.
Nice pass fake by Gardner in transition. Silo had numbers, but Gardner took it himself. He goes to the line for 2.
Hale got back defensively, commits the foul. Gardner's going to the free throw line. 2 shots with 4:11 left. Charlie's first one is no good. Next one to make it a 2-point game, and he does. 9 points tonight for Charlie. Well below his season average. Feed inside. Hale might have walked, but no call, but gets the bucket anyway, and a foul is called on Cordell.
I agree with you, Kevin. I think he might have got away with a few extra steps before he made his move to the shot, but either way, he's, again, a third 3-point play opportunity. And I mentioned Hale, he's the leading scorer coming into tonight. They needed a big performance from him, and they got it right here, as now his free throw makes it a 2-possession game. And I don't know what the largest lead of the night is for Long Grove, but
Hale now with 19, or make it 20. He's got 20, 5-point lead. Parker's 3 on the way. It's good from downtown. Parker's starting to get hot. He's got 4 threes. The lead down to 2.
That was a really contested shot by Parker. He's been trying that long ball all night long, connected in a really important time in the game.
And having trouble in the backcourt. There was about to be a 10-second count, and the Longhorns, Coach Garrett, got the timeout to avoid the 10-second count in the backcourt.
Still up by 2. That 3 makes things very interesting when it looked like Long Grove was trying to pull away with this game, much like the Silo Lady Rebels did in that fourth quarter of the last matchup. But, I mean, if you're Long Grove, I think the ball has to go through number 10's hands. He's had the shot all night long, but it has to be a good shot. Hale likes the mid-range. He's been working inside. Hasn't taken many threes tonight. But right now, anything inside with Aiden Hale, if it's a good shot, I think I'd be happy with it if I'm head coach John Garrett.
And the Rebels got some problems because their best 2 interior defenders, Gardner and Cordell, both have 4 fouls.
Kyle Miller checking in for Long Grove. He'll get Brody Harris.
They inbound to the Longhorns. McClanahan has it. He's got Daxter Thomas on him. McClanahan closely guarded there. Thomas reaches in, knocks the ball free. It's loose on the court. Longhorns diving for it. We got a timeout.
Good job by Aiden Hale, who actually called it. Got right in front of the official's face. But Silo crowd thinks that McClanahan didn't have possession. I wasn't watching McClanahan on the floor. I was watching Hale jump in the vision of the official to get the timeout.
Well, Thomas, the freshman, poked that ball free from McClanahan into the backcourt, and then it was just everybody scrambling for it. And the Longhorns get the timeout.
I doubt Silo comes out and pulls away from the on-the-ball pressure. It seems like it's been getting to McClanahan specifically, who has had some times tonight where he's had the ball ripped away that's turned into points the other way for Silo. In a game right now, you're up by 2. You don't want to give away free points, especially with 3:19 still left in the fourth quarter.
Kevin Farr along with Andy Dunham tonight as this one going to the wire, it would appear. Lone Grove inbounding, and they do get it inbounds. Newton, as Thomas went for another steal, came up empty. Newton gives to McClanahan. McClanahan looking for a screen. Now to Sutter. Work to Newton on the right wing. 3 minutes to go.
You can tell Long Grove's looking for a good shot right here. They're trying to get Hale open underneath, but Porter's denying him well.
Proctor is now guarding Hale.
And Silo is not switching the screens.
Yeah, as Thomas went down hard, no call there. Fighting for position inside. Hale has it. Now the pass. Sutter cutting to the bucket, and the shot is up and no good, but a foul is whistled, and that's going on Cordell, and that's his 5th.
Hale was in trouble, didn't have a dribble, and Sudduth with a great play, cutting to the lane, moving without the basketball. That's what head coach John Garrett likes to preach all the time, and Sudduth makes a big play right there. Now he's got free throws. He's got to convert here.
So at the line is going to be Sudduth as Hayden Roberts back in the game for the Rebels. 2:40 remaining. Cornell is fouled out. Sudduth, left-hand free throws up and good. Cordell finishes the night with 5 points. Sutter, next free throw to make it a 2-possession game, and he does.
2 clutch free throws by Sutter.
He's got 12 tonight. 57-53. Rebels down 4. 2.5 minutes to go. Parker feeds Proctor. Back out. Parker open 3 on the way. Good from downtown again.
Another big shot by Parker, his 2nd of the 4th quarter, and his 2nd to cut the lead to 1.
1-point lead.
This place is electric.
Parker's got 5 threes in the game. Toss out. Here's a jumper up. No good. Missed the shot by Newton. Parker has the rebound. Rebels have it back. Silo down 1 with the basketball. 2 minutes to play. Proctor to Gardner.
Good shot if you're Silo right here. You can get it to Parker, open for 3, take it.
Yeah, we'll see if they look for another Parker 3. He's got the hot hand now. Gardner has it. Gardner's going to penetrate. Pull up, shot no good. Fight for the rebound. It ends up in the hands of Hale.
Pressure shown by Silo. They'll back off now.
Now Rebels are going to drop back in the half court. Hale has the basketball. Lone Grove with a 1-point lead in the ball. 1:25 left.
McClanahan needs some help. He's being pressured. Now he picked up his dribble.
Yeah, Thomas
got it knocked away.
Now a loose ball ends up in the hands of Sutter.
He actually got his dribble back. Thomas knocked it away out of his hands.
Back to Sutter. Left side. Drive by Newton. Back to Sutter. Clock down to a minute.
Good job by Lone Grove
being pressured, and there's a foul called on Dexter Thomas. Oh, they're going to get a timeout before the foul.
Full timeout by head coach John Garrett.
Lone Grove with the timeout.
I can attest to this because we used to run this all practice long for the full 2 hours. It's all about moving the basketball and milking clock and making good passes and just keeping the defense on their toes. That's what Lone Grove's going to do right here, and it's what they will do coming out of this timeout. But Silo, they have to do a good job of pressuring the ball, which they've done all night long.
Yeah, they've really forced the pressure out on the perimeter, especially against, as you said, McClanahan, as Thomas has poked the ball free a couple of times to nearly force turnovers.
You got to go at anybody if you're Silo to try to get a loose ball and a steal. You got to either go at Sudduth or McClanahan. McClanahan has had a tough night. Usually he's a good ball handler, but the pressure by Thomas and others has really gotten to him, and we'll see. It's just all about quick passes and just trying not to put the ball on the floor as much as you can.
So this district championship game going to the wire here tonight. A minute to play. Lone Grove with a 1-point lead and the basketball.
The ball gets to McClanahan.
Yeah, McClanahan working against Thomas. Rebels have 1 foul to give here. 52 seconds to go. They work it around the perimeter. McClanahan has it again. Down in the right corner.
Now he's in trouble.
Now the bounce pass gets deflected and stolen. Thomas comes up with a loose ball. Daxter into the front court. Daxter picked up his dribble. Gives to Parker. Feed Proctor. Driving shot is no good. Thought he was fouled, but no call. Hale has the loose ball. Hale looking for help. Ahead there. Into the front court to Miller. Time down to 25 seconds left. McClanahan is fouled by Roberts with 23 seconds to go.
Boy, the shot by Proctor inside. I don't know that. I think there was some contact, Kevin. I don't know if you saw it down there, but, oh, man. Silo crowd, they all jumped up, thought it was a foul. I may agree with them here.
Not in the bonus yet. Inbound to Sutter. Roberts went for a steal, and they call a foul on him. 21 seconds to go. That's going to put Sutter to the free throw line. 2 for 2 tonight. Shooting 1 and 1 with 21 seconds left.
And those 2 attempts came in this very exact quarter on a shooting foul, but these free throws are possibly even bigger than the ones he shot before.
So 1 and 1 for Sutter. Shot is up, and it's good.
So even if he makes this second one, it's still a 1-possession game, but the way Shiloh has been shooting the ball from 3 in this fourth quarter, you want to make this second one if you're Cale Sutter.
Sutter, next shot is up, and it's good. Nothing but net, made them both.
2 more clutch free throws from Sutter.
Rebels down with it, trailing by 3. 16 seconds to go. Proctor to Thomas, trying to get Parker open. They're chasing him all over the court, and we got a timeout for Coach Weil with 9.3 to go.
Shiloh's actually pointing at the scoreboard. Maybe some time went off the clock before they got granted the timeout. So they got granted the timeout, and maybe the clock kept going. I don't know. But listen, the head coach for Shiloh is going to want to run a design set play for Parker, who's hit 2 threes in this fourth quarter.
Or he's hit 3 threes in the
3
fourth.
threes.
Yep.
Check that. I'm sorry. Check that.
Parker's their best 3-point shooter, and
Lone Grove knows that.
Lone Grove knows it because they were chasing him all over the court. Now Proctor has been a very good 3-point shooter as well. So
I think right now, if you're Lone Grove, the best case scenario guarding Parker is Kyle Miller. I think Kyle Miller is the best on-ball defender they have. I could be wrong. I don't know who's going to come out. I don't even know if Lone Grove, they should come out in a man, but I'm not for sure. But as we see Shiloh coming out of the huddle, head coach John Garrett still has his team. Looks like he's drawing something on the whiteboard.
So the Rebels break the huddle. It's going to be Shiloh basketball. 9.3 seconds to go. Down to the wire here. Looks like Hayden Roberts is going to inbound the basketball.
And when you put a hand up on Parker, you have to put a hand up. He's hit, a lot of his threes tonight, especially in the fourth quarter, have came with the outstretched arm of Aiden Hale was one of them. And Hale has the length and 6'5" frame. You really got to contest these 3 without fouling, of course.
Looks like it's going to be Miller matched up on Parker.
So I was
out of
right.
the timeout.
It's Kyle Miller. He's going to chase around Parker as much as he can.
Inbounds goes to Daxter Thomas. Thomas feeds out front. Proctor's going to take the 3. It's blocked by Hale with 4 seconds to go. Lone Grove has the basketball and is going to be fouled with 0.8 left.
Boy, what a play by Hale. I mentioned the outstretched arm. It was Proctor who took the 3. Hale didn't even jump. He just stretched the arm out. What a defensive play by the senior.
Hale is going to go to the line. 0.8 seconds left. Chance to finish it off for Lone Grove and pick up the district championship win. Shot is up and it rattles home.
If you're going to give the game ball to anybody, it's got to be Aiden Hale, number 10. He just had a great game, and he puts the exclamation point on the block 3 right there, knocks down both free throws.
Now Hale hits them both. Rebels are going to inbound it, but that's going to do it as a half-court heave is no good at the buzzer, and Lone Grove wins the district championship. 61-56 tonight, the boys' action. And they'll move on and they'll play Hugo on Thursday night.
Lone Grove wins back-to-back district championships for the boys.
Shiloh will drop into the losers bracket. And they will play on Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. the start time. They'll face Marietta in an elimination game. That coming up at Lone Grove. Looking at the final scoring numbers tonight. First for the Longhorns, looks like 21 points for Aiden Hale to lead the way. 14 points there for Cale Sutter. And then 9 for Caden Gilmore. 6 points for Brody Harris, 4 for Kyle Miller. And then 5 also for Bliss Nelson. For Silo, they were led in scoring by, Carter Parker ends up hitting 5 threes to lead the way with 15. 14 for Kyler Proctor. And then they got 10 from Charlie Gardner in the contest. Hayden Roberts ends up with 8, 5 for Connor Cornell, and then 2 for Daxter Thomas to round out the scoring. But Lone Grove with the big win, their 9th of the season, and they'll move on and face that rematch with Hugo on Thursday night.
I think if they come out and play the way they did tonight, they can have a chance at revenge against Hugo, especially on their home floor. As Kevin, I came to your house tonight. You're going to come to my house down in Lone Grove for hosting regionals.
Yeah, we'll be there on Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. the start time for the boys game. I'll have it for you here on SiloRebels.tv, and then the girls contest at 6:30 on Thursday night in the or 6 o'clock Thursday night in the winners bracket of the action. So that's going to about do it for the contest tonight as the Rebels fall in the district championship game, and we'll have to play elimination basketball, win 3 in a row in regionals at Lone Grove next week to advance on to the area round of the playoffs. So thanks for joining us, Andy.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yep.
You were great.
Yep. So
I tried to be as good as you. I don't know if I did or not, but.
Well, thanks. So for Andy Dunham, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long for now until Thursday here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Scoredle Network.
Hey, I'll see you then.